In the pages of the ancient book of Ezekiel, we encounter a vision that transcends the boundaries of time and space, transporting us into the very presence of our Creator. It is not a mere symbolic tale, nor is it open to interpretation. It is a literal manifestation of the splendor and magnificence of the Almighty. This vision is a testament to the belief that every word of the Bible carries a profound and unerring truth, echoing through the ages to guide and inspire us. As we journey through these 6 verses of Ezekiel's revelation, we embark on a remarkable exploration of vivid imagery and a message that resonates with the essence of our faith. This passage does not offer allegorical hints or veiled metaphors. It presents a vision of God's glory that calls us to contemplate His majesty and sovereignty in the most direct manner. Join me as we delve deeper into these verses, where Ezekiel, a true prophet of the living God, unveils the breathtaking sights and messages from the divine realm. In doing so, we will gain a profound understanding of the boundless power and wisdom of the Creator, which continues to hold relevance and significance for believers today. In verse 4, Ezekiel begins by describing his extraordinary vision. He declares, "As I looked," indicating his immediate and intense attention to what unfolds before him. It is essential to note that Ezekiel's experience is not a dream or a vague vision, but a real encounter with the divine. Ezekiel beholds a whirlwind emerging from the north, a powerful and awe-inspiring force of nature. This whirlwind is not a natural meteorological phenomenon. It is a supernatural manifestation of God's presence. The north is often associated with God's divine throne and His sovereignty, and so this direction carries deep, symbolic significance. Within this mighty whirlwind, Ezekiel sees a great cloud. This cloud is not a mere accumulation of moisture in the atmosphere, but a celestial manifestation of God's glory. It is enveloped by raging fire, signifying the holiness and purity of the Almighty. The fire is not destructive, but rather a symbol of God's consuming and refining presence. The radiance and brightness emanating from this divine spectacle are all-encompassing, engulfing the entire scene. The color of this radiance is described as being like amber, a precious gemstone known for its warm, golden-orange hue. This amber glow is not a random choice of words. It signifies the brilliance and splendor of God's glory. The presence of fire and radiance within the cloud is a clear depiction of God's holiness, purity, and awesome power. It serves as a reminder of the burning presence of the Almighty, who is both a consuming fire and a source of illumination. Ezekiel's vision leaves no room for doubt. It conveys the literal manifestation of God's divine glory and majesty. In verse 4, Ezekiel sets the stage for the profound revelations that follow in subsequent verses. This vision is a direct encounter with the Creator of the universe, and it calls us to contemplate the holiness, power, and brilliance of our God, an encounter that has the potential to transform our understanding of faith and the nature of the one we worship. In verse 5, Ezekiel continues to unfold the remarkable vision that he witnesses within the divine whirlwind. He writes that, from within the whirlwind, there emerged the likeness of 4 living creatures. This declaration is pivotal as it introduces us to the awe-inspiring beings who serve as God's messengers and agents in this heavenly encounter. These 4 living creatures are not ordinary beings. They are otherworldly and unlike anything Ezekiel had ever seen on earth. Their existence is a testament to the diversity and wonder of God's creation, as well as His sovereignty over all life forms. Crucially, Ezekiel notes that these celestial beings bore the likeness of a man. This detail is significant because it reminds us of the unique position of humanity in God's grand design. While these creatures possess remarkable and celestial attributes, their humanoid form underscores the fact that humanity is created in the image of God. This similarity between the living creatures and human beings serves as a profound reminder of our divine origin and purpose. As we delve deeper into Ezekiel's vision, we will uncover more about these living creatures and the roles they play in God's divine plan. For now, it is important to grasp that they are not mere symbols or metaphors, but real beings who dwell in the heavenly realms and are intricately woven into the fabric of God's creation. This encounter challenges us to recognize the incredible intricacy and diversity of God's handiwork and to appreciate the unique place He has assigned to humanity in His overarching plan. In verse 6, Ezekiel provides further details about the extraordinary living creatures that he beholds within the divine whirlwind. Here, we encounter a profound description of the unique attributes and features of these celestial beings. Ezekiel emphasizes that each of these living creatures possesses 4 faces. This detail is nothing short of astonishing, as it defies earthly norms and expectations. It's essential to understand that these faces are not random or arbitrary, they are a deliberate part of God's design. While Ezekiel doesn't specify the faces in this verse, later verses in the same chapter reveal that these living creatures have the faces of a man, a lion, an ox, and an eagle. These faces symbolize various aspects of God's creation. The human face represents humanity, the lion signifies the wild and majestic creatures, the ox stands for domesticated animals, and the eagle symbolizes the birds of the air. Thus, these living creatures embody the full spectrum of God's creation, reflecting His wisdom and sovereignty over all living things. Additionally, Ezekiel informs us that each of these living creatures has 4 wings. These wings are not mere decorations, they represent the divine attributes of these celestial beings. Wings are typically associated with swiftness, agility, and the ability to soar high above the earth. In this context, the 4 wings signify the readiness and capability of these living creatures to carry out God's commands swiftly and without hesitation. Verse 6 underscores the remarkable and multifaceted nature of these living creatures. They embody the diversity of God's creation, and their 4 faces and wings signify His wisdom, sovereignty, and their readiness to serve Him. This detailed description deepens our understanding of the intricate design of God's heavenly messengers and their role in His divine plan. It reminds us of the awe-inspiring complexity of God's creation and the significance of each element in His grand design. In verse 7, Ezekiel continues his vivid description of the living creatures he encounters in his vision, providing us with further insights into their unique characteristics. Ezekiel begins by noting that these celestial beings have straight legs. This detail symbolizes their unwavering determination and steadfastness in carrying out God's divine purposes. It reflects their resolute commitment to follow God's commands without wavering or faltering, underscoring their loyalty and obedience. Furthermore, Ezekiel describes the soles of their feet as resembling the soles of calves' feet. This imagery suggests strength and stability, reminiscent of the sturdy hooves of a young calf. These firm and sturdy feet indicate that these living creatures are well prepared and equipped to carry out their divine tasks, traversing both earthly and heavenly realms with ease. The description of their feet as sparkling like the color of burnished bronze holds a deeper significance. Burnished bronze is often associated with purity and refinement. It represents the idea of being tried and purified through the refining fires, much like gold or silver. This image conveys the idea that these living creatures are not only strong and steadfast, but also pure and refined in their service to God. It signifies their unwavering commitment to holiness and righteousness as they execute their heavenly duties. In verse 7, Ezekiel paints a vivid picture of these celestial beings, emphasizing their strength, steadfastness, and purity. These attributes highlight their readiness to fulfill their roles as messengers and servants of the Almighty. As we delve deeper into the vision, we gain a deeper appreciation for the unwavering commitment and righteousness of God's heavenly messengers, serving as a powerful reminder of the holiness and purity to which we are called in our own lives of faith. Verse 8 of Ezekiel's vision provides us with more intricate details about the celestial beings he witnesses in the whirlwind. This verse highlights specific features that further illuminate the nature of these extraordinary beings. Ezekiel reveals that these living creatures have the hands of a man. This detail is striking because it signifies their role as agents of action and service. Human hands are symbolic of the ability to carry out tasks, create, and interact with the physical world. The presence of human-like hands beneath their wings underscores their readiness to execute God's divine will in the earthly realm. It signifies their role as messengers and servants, actively engaged in fulfilling God's commands. Additionally, Ezekiel emphasizes that these living creatures have these human-like hands under their wings on their four sides. This positioning of the hands under their wings and on all four sides signifies their comprehensive readiness to act and serve from every angle. They are not limited by a single direction or perspective, but rather they are equipped to carry out God's will from every dimension, emphasizing their unwavering commitment to their divine duties. The mention that each of the four had faces and wings reiterates the remarkable characteristics of these celestial beings. Their four faces, as mentioned earlier, represent various aspects of God's creation, reflecting the breadth of His dominion. Their wings, as seen previously, symbolize their agility and readiness to carry out God's commands. This repetition reinforces the completeness and complexity of God's design, reminding us of His wisdom and sovereignty over all things. Verse 8, in its detailed description of the hands, wings, and faces of these living creatures, portrays a profound image of their readiness and ability to serve the Almighty in a multifaceted manner. It challenges us to reflect on our own readiness to act on God's call and to serve Him in every dimension of our lives. Verse 9 provides us with critical insights into the movement and unity of the celestial beings in Ezekiel's vision, shedding light on their extraordinary nature and their unwavering commitment to fulfilling God's divine will. Ezekiel first tells us that their wings touched one another. This detail is significant as it symbolizes the unity and harmony among these heavenly creatures. Their wings coming into contact with one another represents a seamless and coordinated movement, emphasizing their perfect alignment in executing God's commands. This unity is a testament to the order and divine orchestration of God's heavenly realm, reminding us of the importance of unity and cooperation among God's servants. Furthermore, Ezekiel notes that the creatures did not turn when they went, but each one went straight forward. This description reveals the unique manner in which these living creatures move. Unlike earthly creatures that often change direction, these celestial beings move in a singular focused path, going straight forward. This characteristic signifies their unwavering commitment and obedience to God's directives. They do not deviate or veer off course. They follow their heavenly calling with steadfastness and dedication. In verse 9, we witness the remarkable discipline and precision with which these living creatures carry out their divine missions. Their wings touching one another symbolizes their unity and cooperation, while their unwavering forward movement underscores their obedience and commitment to God's will. As we contemplate this verse, it serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of unity, alignment, and steadfastness in our own journey of faith as we seek to follow God's path with single-minded dedication and purpose. In this exploration of Ezekiel's vision, we find ourselves humbled and awestruck by the divine encounter that the prophet witnessed. This vision, far from being a vague allegory or a fanciful tale, presents to us a tangible manifestation of God's glory and majesty. It reaffirms the fundamental belief that the Bible is a repository of profound truths, each word carrying divine significance. As we have journeyed through the verses of this vision, we have uncovered a manifestation of heavenly beings, living creatures that defy earthly norms and symbolize the depth and diversity of God's creation. These celestial agents, with their human-like form and multifaceted features, remind us of humanity's unique place in God's grand design, created in His image and entrusted with a divine purpose. From the four faces representing various aspects of creation, to the wings signifying readiness and agility, from the strength of their legs to the purity of their burnished bronze-like feet, we have witnessed a symphony of symbolism that points to the wisdom, sovereignty, and holiness of our Creator. The hands of a man under their wings on all sides emphasize their role as obedient servants, ready to act in every dimension. The unity of their wings touching one another and their unwavering forward movement serve as a compelling example of unity, alignment, and dedication in executing God's commands. It challenges us to reflect on our own commitment to God's call and the need for cooperation among believers in God's grand plan. As we conclude this exposition, let us be reminded of the profound truths embedded in Ezekiel's vision. It calls us to contemplate the boundless power and majesty of our Almighty God, the diversity and complexity of His creation, and our own unique role as bearers of His image and purpose. May this vision inspire us to live with unwavering dedication, unity, and obedience in our faith journey as we seek to fulfill God's divine will in our lives.